Of all of the people that we talk about, LeBron fans are the only ones that even message me and contact me on Instagram. One recently sent me a death threat, talking about you can't come to LA. LeBron fans. All of the people that we talk about, LeBron fans are the only ones that even message me and contact me on Instagram. One recently sent me a death threat, talking about you can't come to LA. LeBron fans.
Ticket TV, he calls LeBron James fans jockstrap sniffers.
Drop your dot, you know
so
I'm
this
coming.
is for you guys. If you're watching, shout out to all the LeBron James jockstrap sniffers. This is for you.
Running from me. Running.
Ticket TV, he calls LeBron James fans jockstrap sniffers. So this is for you guys. If you're watching, shout out to all the LeBron James jockstrap sniffers. This is for you. Ticket TV, he calls LeBron James fans jockstrap sniffers. So this is for you guys. If you're watching, shout out to all the LeBron James jockstrap sniffers. This is for you.
Please don't tell me that was you saying the 96 Sonics. This is what you got to realize, Judah. It's very easy to out-debate locker room. It's not very challenging whatsoever. The fact that you let locker room outwit you and out-debate you, it says a lot. We're not talking about a very high-level basketball mind, and you got outwitted by the locker room.
There's literally channels dedicated to low basketball IQ that just like to shred guys like Austin Reaves. I never knew, so somebody pointed me in that direction. I couldn't even watch 5 seconds of it, bro. I lost brain cells just being there. There's some real Bron Glazers that just like to hate on everybody not named LeBron, and they're looking really silly right now because, you know, they like to talk trash about me, but giving Austin Reaves this obvious two prop, another 30 piece. What you got to say now, clown? You know, so it's like they always got something to say. I will never go back in that channel, not even for 5 seconds.
Shut your bitch ass up!
He like to make my soundbite part of his show. I never seen nothing like this where somebody that's a different blogger on a different stream takes your soundbite and DJs your shit. Like he's like a fucking DJ.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, folks.
They should be embarrassed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and we got to get into it, folks. We got to get into it. We got to discuss Austin Reaves, man. I mean, this dude, I got to give it to him and his team. You know, they did a phenomenal job, man. I really do got to give it to him and his team. You know, as you guys know, his agent actually ended up, you know, coming across one of the lives that we did about Austin, where we pretty much exposed him for being a fraud, you know, for faking injuries and things of that nature. And, yeah, he came into my, you know, Twitter mentions, called me a clown, and, you know, pretty much, ended up blocking me. Okay. He ended up blocking me. So yeah, this was, you know, over a month ago, right? As you guys know, you know, Austin was perfectly fine. He was just, you know, getting cooked like he always does. You know, he was getting cooked in the play-in tournament by De'Aaron Fox. You know, he was getting exposed badly, right? So what him and his team ended up doing, they basically concocted a strategy in which, you know, they could protect, you know, their client, which is Aston. So what they basically did was they staged and faked an injury for Austin Reaves, right? This is what happened. You know, I wish I was making this up, folks. This is the God's honest truth, folks. This is really what happened. They staged and faked an injury for this dude. And I just saw a report, you know, not too long ago, as you guys can see by the thumbnail. Now, apparently, you know, miraculously, right, after the All-Star break, now Austin Reaves is magically off of his minutes restriction.
They should be embarrassed. It's a joke. Lakers fans, they should be embarrassed about that. They say they are like one of the greatest franchises of the NBA. They should be embarrassed. You think Boston Celtics, Denver, the Thunder, the Bucks, gonna let someone like Austin Reeves run the offense?
Ladies and gentlemen, the things that go on in the NBA. And shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Shout out to Mr. Player Made. We got Ricky Life, Drell, Conscious Black, Alan Code, Armani, King J. What's going on, man? Folks, the things that go on in the NBA today, honestly, I mean, it's pretty like shocking. You know, the things that I see from, you know, these players on the Lakers in particular, and I'm mainly referring to Luka Doncic and Austin Reaves. These two dudes, folks, the things that they're willing to do to get a contract, to make money, it's honestly crazy. You know, it's things that I've never really seen before. So what am I referring to? Well, let's just talk about Luka, for example. Like I said, folks, when he was on Dallas, I could probably count on one hand how many times I would watch him play during a season. You know, he's just not a player that I particularly cared about, not a player that I really thought about. Thought he was a decent player, pretty good player. You know, he's had his moments in the playoffs that I thought were pretty impressive. But outside of that, you know, just never really been that big of a fan of his. When he came to the Lakers, folks, last year, the stuff that I started to see from him, it was like, wow, this is honestly like pretty pathetic, the stuff that he's out here doing. Now, like I said, the mainstream media, they don't really cover it. They don't really talk about it. You know, they're too busy, you know, discussing a 41-year-old LeBron James, right? But Luka, let's just talk about Luka for example. The reasons why I really can't stand watching Luka play basketball, folks, I saw a clip earlier from some podcast. They were asking some dude who I guess is a Lakers fan, does he enjoy watching Luka play, right? The dude basically pretty much said, you know, he doesn't really enjoy it. You know, me personally, I hate it. You know, I hate watching him play. It's just nasty to me. But like I said, you know, the things that I've seen from this dude, I've never really seen them from another NBA player. I just haven't. You know, I've seen guys, you know, do some egregious things, but the things that I've seen Luka do, I mean, this picture kind of like, you know, kind of puts it into perspective, right? You know, many NBA fans, folks, they noticed this last year in the playoffs. You know, I noticed the foul baiting, but, you know, fans on Twitter were actually screenshotting the stuff that he was doing. That's where I found this photo, was actually on Twitter. You know, NBA fans are noticing this stuff. To me, this is not basketball. This is why I just don't have any respect for Luka. Because the things that he's willing to do, right? Jaylen Brown called it selling his soul. I just can't respect it. That's just me personally. I can't respect a guy going onto the floor and his strategy for, you know, scoring points is to basically, you know, lean into guys, you know, launch himself at a, you know, ridiculous angle to get a free throw. Like I said, I just, the stuff that I've seen, I just can't respect it. I just can't. And to me, I feel like, folks, this is terrible, man. And once again, we're starting to see a lot of the American players. They're starting to push back on a lot of this nonsense. We saw what Kevin Durant said at All-Star Weekend, or just prior to All-Star Weekend, about Nikola Jokic and Luka not playing hard in the All-Star game. We saw Anthony Edwards. He took a couple of shots at Luka and the Joker as well. We saw Cade Cunningham a little bit earlier. He called out Luka Doncic. He didn't say his name, but we all know who he was referring to. The American players are getting increasingly fed up with the way these foreign players are playing the game. It's honestly disgusting. And then when I get up on the show and I speak about it, the first thing, these idiots will say, oh, you're racist. No. What I am is an NBA fan. And what I don't like is the fact that we've lowered the bar to let the whites in. That's what I'm against. If you're good enough to play in the NBA, God bless you. I hope you make all the money in the world. But what I don't want to see is us lowering the bar to let certain guys in when they're not good enough. To me, if you have to foul bait this egregiously, you're just simply not good enough. That's what I think. If you can't go out and get 30 with just pure buckets, then you don't deserve the Supermax. I'm sorry. You don't. You don't deserve it. The Supermax should be reserved for guys that can go out, get you 30, get you 40 on pure buckets, on pure hoops, on pure ethical hoops. If you're out here and you're getting 30, but 17 of those points came from the free throw line, and you shot 8 for 20, 8 for 25 from the field, and you talking about you want a Supermax? I'm sorry, I have a problem with that. I do. I don't think that that's right. I think you're scamming. That is what Luka Doncic is doing. He's scamming us. He's not going out there getting 34 points on pure buckets. He's going out there getting 34 points on 15 free throws a game. No, I take issue with that. And then, once again, I could see if you were legitimately getting fouled. That it'd be completely different if he was legitimately getting fouled. Like a LeBron James. Like a Giannis Antetokounmpo. When these guys are playing, folks, they're not foul baiting. They're legitimately getting hacked. Like a Shaquille O'Neal. When they literally created a term for Shaquille O'Neal. They called it the Hack-a-Shaq. They were intentionally fouling him. That's the complete opposite of a Luka Doncic. They're on two completely different sides of the spectrum. One guy is getting intentionally fouled because he's just that dominant, and the other guy is initiating contact so he can get to the free throw line because he's actually not that good. Do you guys see what I'm saying here? What Luka does, it's completely unethical. It's scammy. He's a scammer. Now, that's just Luka though. There's another guy that fans in my chat have dubbed the Timu Luka. That's what you guys started calling him. You guys started calling him the Timu Luka. Why did you guys start calling him the Timu Luka? Because he pretty much does the same thing that Luka does, just on a lower level. Luka foul baits and flops and, does this at the highest level of really anybody. He does it at the highest level. He's making the most bucks. Exactly, Nick T in the chat. He's making the most bucks from being a masturbator. He's the richest masturbator in the world, Luka Doncic. But there's another guy who's also trying to get paid from this same formula and this same strategy. That guy would be Aston Reaves. He's doing the exact same thing. They're doing the same thing, folks. So when I get up on the show and I'm like, yo, bro, I don't respect this at all. Oh, you're a racist. You just don't like them because they're white. No, I don't like them because they're making a mockery of our sport. I told you guys, they've turned our sport into an SNL skit. Watching Luka and Austin Reaves on the Lakers is like watching a parody of the NBA. It's a parody. It's not real. And then you guys wonder why I get up on this show. I'm like, bro, I don't respect this. I just can't respect it. It's filthy. So what happened? Like I said, you guys remember this game when the Lakers played the Spurs, right? Austin Reaves was perfectly healthy. He was perfectly fine. A reporter after the game, let me show you guys. A reporter after the game asked this fraud, right? This is, you guys remember this game when he was damn near in tears? Remember, he was having a great week. He was having a great week the week prior, right? He was in all-star conversations. Everything was going well. And then we played Philadelphia. You guys remember that game, right? When LeBron James had to save us because Austin Reaves couldn't throw a rock into the ocean. You guys remember that game, right? That was on Sunday. This was that game. The Philadelphia game when LeBron James had to step up and win the game for the Lakers because Austin Reaves went 3 for 16. That was on Sunday. That Wednesday was the Spurs game. That was a play-in game. That's when De'Aaron Fox was giving that boy that work. That's when Stephon Castle gave that boy 30 points. That's when Dylan Harper had him in the spin cycle. It was a rough week for Aston. So after the Spurs game, folks, if you guys remember, this was the scene in the locker room. No pun intended, folks. The boy was damn near in tears. He was damn near in tears. As you guys can see. Why was he in tears, folks? Because he was getting exposed. And he's in a contract year. So this is a bad time to be getting exposed when you just turned down $90 million from the Lakers and you're seeking north of, $100+ million. This is a bad time to be getting exposed. So after the scene against the San Antonio Spurs, the boy was damn near in tears. Now I'm going to play you guys this interview again so you guys can hear exactly what he said. Remember, he was perfectly fine after the game, and he said this out of his own mouth.
So for this game specifically, kind of the way that San Antonio is playing defense, JJ mentioned, is a little bit similar to the coverage that Phoenix used, like keeping the big real deep in the drop and, almost encouraging you and Luka to take those tough, deep paint twos. Going to see Phoenix against Sunday. Where can you guys grow a little bit, and did you feel like you started to solve that a little bit in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I feel like, we just played better in the fourth quarter. I think it's, we know what we need to do. We just got to execute it.
Defensively, the other thing that seems to come up a lot is just the on-ball defense as a team. LeBron said it's got to be 5 guys on a string, and there can be growth there. But what did you see tonight in terms of the on-ball defense?
It just had to be better. Like Brown said, you got to guard. There's so much talent in this league. You got to guard everybody with 5 people.
Shut your bitch ass
just had to be better.
Austin, I know it's all early in the season, but how are you feeling physically right now?
Good, yeah.
Are you aware that you carry a big load for the team and maybe take a little bit of a toll on you, or is it just missing shots right now?
No, I mean, just didn't get the ball to go in the basket.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, you guys just heard the reporter after the Spurs game, right? Reporter asks Austin, how are you feeling? Without hesitation, the boy said, I'm good. I'm good. He was perfectly fine. He was perfectly healthy. Nothing was wrong with him at all. He didn't have no injury. And then the next day, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the report is that Austin Reaves has a mild calf strain.
They should be embarrassed. It's a joke. Lakers fans, they should be embarrassed about that. They say they are like one of the greatest franchises of the NBA. They should be embarrassed. You think Boston Celtics, Denver, the Thunder, the Bucks gonna let someone like Austin run the offense?
Ladies and gentlemen, let me get this straight, folks. Let me get this straight. So the Lakers play the Spurs in the play-in game, as you guys can see on the screen. The Lakers played the Spurs on December the 10th, folks, in the NBA Cup quarterfinal. Let me show you guys this. This is where this nasty highlight came from. Was that NBA Cup game, right? When De'Aaron Fox put Austin Reaves in a blender and had him looking like a stupid fuck, right? That was December the 10th when the Lakers kicked our asses. Now remember, after the game, he said he was good. He was perfectly fine. 2 days later, folks, we get a report that says Aston is going to miss a week with a mild calf strain. 2 days later. As you guys can see, remember, the NBA Cup game, I keep saying playing, the NBA Cup game was the 10th, December 10th. We get a report on December 12th that says Lakers Austin Reaves is out with a mild calf strain. So let me ask you guys a question, folks. How do you go from being perfectly fine after the game to all of a sudden you have a mild calf strain and you got to miss a week? What happened to the boy? Come on, folks. You guys are not this stupid. You guys aren't dumb. Nothing happened to him. He faked an injury. That's what happened. He faked it. This whole calf injury was a sham. And then y'all be sitting here wondering why I be going in on this clown. Why I don't like him. Why I don't respect him. Y'all aren't paying attention. How you telling me that you have respect for an NBA player that literally is out here faking injuries so he can preserve his stock for free agency this summer? Y'all respect that? That's crazy work if you do. That's crazy work if you respect that. So then he comes back from this fake mild calf strain. He's still getting cooked, right? He's still getting cooked. So you know what his agent and them did, folks? They said, you know what? Let's just go ahead and shut you down for a month. That's when we got this report on December 26th. That he would be out for at least a month with a left calf strain. Now, once again, we don't know where he got this injury. See, Anthony Davis, for example, folks, right? When Anthony Davis gets hurt, we see the injury on the floor. We actually see it with our eyes. So you know what's funny, right? How people will sit up here and call Anthony Davis always disabled, street clothes, Anthony Data Davis, right? They got all these nicknames for AD, but at least we see the injury. At least we know his injuries are legitimate. When he has a groin injury, when he has an eye injury, we see him getting poked in the eye. We saw the injury where he fell to the floor. We at least saw the injury. But with Aston, have you guys noticed that we never see his injuries? Or is anybody else not paying attention? Remember last year in the playoffs, folks, when he got clapped up by Nas Reed and them boys in Minnesota? What did Trevor Lane do? As soon as the playoffs was over, here comes Trevor Lane's lying ass talking about, sources tell me Austin Reaves had a toe injury. Folks, don't you guys find it a little bit fishy that nobody knew about this fake ass toe injury until after the series was over? You guys don't find that a little bit fishy? You guys don't find it fishy how nobody actually saw the toe injury? You guys don't find that suspicious at all? Come on, man. We're being bamboozled by these clowns, man. I told y'all, this is not real anymore. This is not real. What are we watching? Seriously, I want to know at this point. What are we watching? This ain't basketball. This is a joke. Look at what this clown said. Can confirm Austin Reaves was dealing with a left big toe sprain. How would you know? What are you talking about? You can confirm. How did he know? How was he the only one that knew? How was he the only one that reported this? How come ESPN didn't know? How come Stephen A. Smith and Malika Andrews? How come nobody that's Kendrick Perkins? How come nobody knew that but Trevor Lane? How come he was the only one that was privy to this information? Come on, folks. You guys can't be this stupid. These people are literally lying to you, and you guys are falling for this nonsense. And then when I get up on the show and I tell you guys that they're all frauds, that they're all scammers, that they're all liars, that they really do actually suck, oh, you're the racist hater. Really? Was considered to be a 2 to 4 week injury, but he gutted it out. I'm told Reaves was not walking on it on off days to get through the playoffs. Folks, this stuff is literally actually insane. Look at what this dude said. Don't want to hear no fucking excuses. You bums always want to bring up excuses after the fact. Goodbye and good riddance. Exactly. Folks, you guys haven't been paying attention. He's been faking injuries now for years. He faked an injury last year. He's faking injuries again this year. So I would ask Laker fans, because you guys were quick to shit on AD. What would you rather have, Laker fans? Would you rather have a guy that's legitimately getting hurt? Or would you rather have a guy that's faking injuries? You know what Laker fans will probably say? Give us Austin Reaves. You want to know why, folks? Because he's white. Folks, this stuff is literally insane. I've never seen this before, bro. I've been watching the NBA a long time. I've never seen dudes literally fake injuries, bro. Now, all of a sudden, let's get into the article that they just released. Now, all of a sudden, conveniently, chat, he's off of his minutes restriction now that the trade deadline is passed. Now, all of a sudden, he's fully healed now. Now that the trade deadline has came and went, now Austin Reaves is fully recovered from his calf injury. Wow. Really? They're not even hiding it anymore, folks. They're not even trying to pretend that this stuff is real. They're not even hiding it from you guys anymore. They're just completely disrespecting. They're completely disrespecting and insulting your intelligence, folks. And you guys aren't seeing this stuff. That's insane. Shout out to Mike298 with the $10 super chat.
I know I've been away.
LeBron fans.
I'm just trying to get my paper straight, girl. I'm get my shit away. I'm just trying to get my paper straight, girl.
Okay, Mike298, you said with all this social media, nobody's got videos of him limping for a whole month. And then they wonder, Mike298, why I don't respect it. I don't respect liars and scammers and NBA frauds. I just don't. I'm sorry. I grew up on guys that I just grew up in a different era. You know, this era that we're living in, this generation, Sometimes I really be sitting thinking to myself, I'm just like, bro, I can't believe we're really here as a society. You know, like life was just so much better, man. 15, 20, 25 years ago, pre-social media, pre the internet really just becoming, something that we just all seem to be so addicted to. Life was just way better than this, man. Sports were better. Movies were better. TV shows were better. Life was better. This is where we're at now in life, man. I mean, it's just crazy to think about, bro. We went from Kobe Bryant, who literally, I just saw a clip of Kobe Bryant earlier where this dude literally dislocated his finger in a game, went to the sideline, got his finger popped back in place, and got back out there. We went from Kobe Bryant to literally dudes like Luka and Aston Reaves, who are literally faking injuries. They're faking injuries. Kobe would have done anything to play, and you got dudes out here faking injuries because they're getting cooked so bad that they don't want to lower, they don't want to mess up their value for the summer because they're in free agency. It's insane. Shout out to Sean Austin with the $20 super chat. Appreciate you, man.
Hey, I fuck with your boy. Fuck with your boy.
LeBron fans.
So let's get into this article, folks. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Y'all do me a favor, folks. Let's get these likes up, folks. What's going on, man? What's going on? Let's get these likes up, folks. Let me show you guys this article, though. So this is from Faker Nation. They said Luka Dookie expected to play versus the Clippers. Aston Reaves is conveniently off of his minutes restriction now that the trade deadline has passed. So this is what the Fakers coach said, JJ Redick. He says Redick reveals that guard Aston Reaves will finally be off of his minutes restriction. Quote, Aston won't have a minutes restriction. And as of 40 seconds ago, it looks like we'll have everyone available tomorrow. Wow. Look at this, folks. Look at what they said about Aston. They said Reaves returned from his calf injury a few weeks ago, but had been on a minutes restriction of around 25 minutes coming off the bench the last 5 games. Now that the trade deadline is passed, I'm sorry, folks, excuse me. Now that the restriction has been lifted, however, he will likely be back in the starting lineup. You guys don't see the play? Or you guys still think I'm making this stuff up? Come on, folks. I've laid it out for you guys. I've laid it out perfectly for you guys on how they ran this play. They're running plays just like they do on the basketball court. This was a play. This was a play. That's what this was. This was a floppy action. That's what this was, folks. That's what they should have called this play, the floppy action. They're running plays on and off the court, folks. They ran a play on you Laker fans. Austin Reaves and his camp, his agent, whatever the case is, they ran a play. They saw he was getting exposed. They said, you know what? Let's go ahead and shut you down. Why would they do that? To preserve his stock. He had built his stock up nicely because LeBron was out to start the year. So he built his stock up. Then when LeBron came back and he started going back to what he normally is, which is a bum, his agent, his camp said, you know what? Let's go ahead and shut you down for a little minute so we can preserve your value. That way, when we go to the negotiation table this summer, we can trick these folks into saying, well, he averaged 26, 27 a game. Folks, you guys don't see what they're doing? You guys, I mean, come on, man. Let's be for real here. We're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars here at stake. You guys don't think some shady shit is going on behind the scenes? He said the floppy action is nuts. They're running plays, like I said, on and off the court. Folks, when you're garbage, when you can't play with the big boys, right? You're going to do whatever you have to do to get a new contract. You're going to do whatever you have to do. Look at Luka. Luka can't play with us. We proved that over All-Star Weekend. Anthony Edwards and Team USA. We proved that the world can't compete with us. They can't. So what do they have to do? They have to do other tactics, other things, right? To preserve themselves within our sport. So what does Luka do? He flops. He foul baits. He leans into guys. He complains to referees for free throws so he can pad his stats. Why? Because he can't play with us. That's why. Same with Austin Reaves. Austin Reaves doesn't belong here. You guys know that. We know that. He doesn't look the part. He's not good enough. But they have him here because obviously they need a couple of white guys, right? And he just so happened to be in the right place at the right time. But before Austin Reaves, it was Alex Caruso. He was the Lakers' white token. They got rid of Alex Caruso, and they needed a backup plan. That's where Austin Reaves came from. He was the Lakers' backup plan for Alex Caruso. You know that. We know that. That's why when y'all try to sit up here and y'all want to act like this dude can really play, you have to stop this. Seriously, we have to stop. 15 years ago, this boy would be doing DoorDash. Go back and watch NBA games from like 2010. When LeBron was in Cleveland, Kobe was in LA, D Wade was in Miami, Derrick Rose was in Chicago, Melo was in New York. Go back and watch NBA games around that time. Tell me how many Austin Reaves you see. Tell me how many Austin Reaves you see around the league. Now you look around the NBA, you're seeing Austin Reaves everywhere. Why is that? Because they're gentrifying the NBA. This goofball nerd named Adam Silver is literally destroying the sport. He's lowering the standard, he's lowering the bar so that these bums can compete, because in reality, they can't. And then when I get up on the show and I'm like, they suck, first thing a casual does is say, oh, you're a hater. Oh, well, you didn't do it. How many points did you score? Blah, blah, blah. What did I tell you guys earlier? I wish I could have grown up in this generation. Because my generation, if you weren't good enough, you just weren't good enough. In this generation, you don't have to be good enough. If you know how to foul bait, if you know how to complain to referees, if you know how to flop, if you know how to fall to the floor, if you know how to suck dick, you can make it. So we're just in a completely different era of basketball, folks. We're in a day and age of basketball that I could have never predicted we would be in. I would have never predicted that this is where basketball would have went to. Our culture revolves around basketball. And when I say our culture, I mean black culture. Our culture revolved around this sport. It revolved around sports. It revolved around music. What did Drake say? He said, I swear sports and music are so synonymous because we want to be them and they want to be us. That is our culture. Sports and music. Basketball, football, and music. That is our culture. what's happened? Our culture has been hijacked by cornballs. Our culture has been hijacked by whites. And then when I get up on the show and I'm like, yo, dude, what the fuck are we watching? What is this shit? What is this nonsense? Why am I seeing 7 white dudes on the Lakers? What is going on here? Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you're just racist. Oh, you're just this, you're just that. No. This was ours. This was our thing. We were having fun. We were enjoying this. Y'all were playing baseball and hockey. We didn't bother y'all. We let y'all rock. Even to this day, we let you niggers rock. You don't see me trying to go be seen at no hockey game. You don't see me in the stands at no baseball game. We let y'all have that. But y'all saw us over here having fun. Y'all saw us over here enjoying ourselves. And now y'all want to come crash the party with these fucking nerds and dweebs? Did you guys see that nerd on Brooklyn who literally almost killed Kevin Durant? Hold on, let me play the video for you guys again. Now, once again, pay attention to this nerd. This dude is a total nerd, and he's in the NBA. Look at this nonsense. He literally almost killed Kevin Durant. Look at this.
But obviously, you have the Jimmy Butler calling me white boy, and
Spencer vacates the area. Butler makes his move. Fend off, and he puts it in. +1. Jimmy Butler with a chance for 3.
then Katie, I think a few games later, telling me how bad of a miss I had.
Thankful that shot didn't count. Wolf just absolutely bricks a 3. And then almost took out Kevin Durant in the process. It reached off the glass into his face. Kevin just said something.
Both went extremely viral on social media, and I knew the Jimmy one was going to go viral. Like, I'm just like, he had a tough bucket on me, and then he's just yelling and pointing at me and calling. To my knowledge, calling me white boy, and like, there's not much I can say back to that. Like, I really, first of all, it's like my 10th game in the league. Got scored on by a really good player, and then he's just calling me white boy. Like, I can't say much back to him. And like, I think once I get my footing in the league, but maybe a little bit better and improve myself more, I think that's when I can. But I mean, shit, there's not much to say to that. And then the KD one, I think it was, it was a horrible miss. And I didn't know till after the game. I heard him talking to me like,
I was right there.
I heard him talking like, that's a bad miss, Wolf. And
Folks, look at this dude, man. Look at this dude on the court. What are we watching? What are we watching? The dude is a total nerd. Look at this dude. He's a total geek. Look at him. He doesn't even look right. And he literally almost decapitated Kevin Durant. Literally almost decapitated Kevin Durant. Nearly took his head off. Come on, man. Like I said, bro, I just find it very disturbing how we don't bother y'all. We really don't. Y'all were over there playing hockey to this day. We let y'all rock. We don't bother y'all. We don't go over there trying to crash the party. We let y'all have it. Same thing in baseball. Ain't no niggas in baseball. Baseball is ran by the others. At this point, the Asians, the Mexicans, the Dominicans, whoever. You got a little bit of whites sprinkled in there, but you look at a lot of the stars now in the MLB, they barely speak English. There ain't no niggas in baseball anymore. We don't even get mad. We don't even trip. We let y'all have it. We gave y'all baseball and hockey. But football and basketball was ours. No. You guys saw us over here having a good time, and now y'all want to come infiltrate the party. And it's just garbage, man. Here you have this bum, this white boy, literally almost decapitated Kevin Durant because he's just that bad at basketball. Come on, man. Move along, man. Like, seriously, leave us the fuck alone. Let us have something. No, you want to know what it was, folks? They saw the money coming in, and they're like, you know what? We're tired of giving you niggers all this money. We want to balance out the money and start bringing in these white boys. That's what this is about. They talking about my GOAT got to play for a vet minimum next year. They talking about my GOAT got to play for a vet minimum. But they talking about they going to give Austin Reaves $30 million a season. Really? I would rather LeBron James retire from the sport than to watch a guy like Austin Reaves make more money than him. LeBron should quit if that's the case. He should quit. He said, but when he scored... Yo, Michael, I guarantee you when that white boy went home, when he got in his car and rode home, he definitely called Jimmy Butler a nigger in his car. He definitely called Jimmy Butler a nigger when he got into the car. We all know he did. He's like, yeah, there's just not much that I can really say to that. Oh, sure there is, buddy.
And pointing at me, but obviously you have the Jimmy Butler calling me white boy, and
Spencer vacates the area. Butler makes his move. Fend off, and he puts it in. +1. Jimmy Butler with a chance for 3.
then Katie, I think a few games later, telling me how bad of a miss I had.
Thankful that shot didn't count. Wolf just absolutely bricks a 3. And then almost took out Kevin Durant in the process. It off the glass into his face. Kevin just said something.
Both went extremely viral on social media, and I knew the Jimmy one was going to go viral. Like, I'm just like, he had a tough bucket on me, and then he's just yelling and pointing at me and calling. To my knowledge, calling me white boy, and like, there's not much I can say back to that. Like, I really, first of all, it's like my 10th game in the league. Got scored on by a really good player, and then he's just calling me white boy. Like, I can't say much back to him. And like, I think once I get my footing in the league, but maybe a little bit better and improve myself more, I think that's when I can. But I mean, shit, there's not much to say to that. And then the KD one, I think it was, it was a horrible miss. And I didn't know till after the game. I heard him talking to me like,
I was right there.
I heard him talking like, that's a bad miss, Wolf. And I didn't know that it hit him in the face.
Folks, if you guys don't see what's going on in today's NBA, I just don't know what to tell you. I mean, we've broken this thing down so many times, bro. They're clearly hating on black players, making all this money, having all this power and control. And what they're doing is, right? Like, let's take Jimmy Butler, for example. You know, he's in that same category of players that, you know, kind of like do what they want. They take control of their own career, right? If they don't get what they want, they're going to cause a fit. And they're eventually going to get what they want, right? Look at what happened when he was in Minnesota. He then goes to Philly, then goes to Miami. Now he's in Golden State. James Harden, the same thing. Leaves Houston, then goes to Brooklyn, then goes to Philly. Then he ends up with the Clippers. Then he goes to Cleveland. You guys don't think Pat Riley And these owners and these presidents, you guys don't think that you guys think that they like this stuff? You guys think that they like when these black players have all this power and control and make all this money? You guys think they like this stuff? You guys think they like what LeBron James did? When he told them folks, "Nah, I don't want no long-term deal. I'll take a 2-year deal so I can keep my foot on your neck." You guys think they like this stuff? No, they don't like this at all. So now what they're doing is they're gentrifying the league. Now they're adding more and more white boys. Why? Because they're tired of us. Look at Kevin Durant. He's another one. Another guy that takes his career into his own hands. Goes to Golden State, goes to Brooklyn, goes to Phoenix. Now he's in Houston. They can't control these niggers anymore. So now they're like, okay, cool. Now we're going to just sign a bunch of white boys that are going to fall in line and do what we say. And it doesn't matter if they're good enough or not. What matters is they're going to listen to us and we're going to be able to control them. That's why when I tell you guys all the time, bro, I'm watching this. I watch this sport. I know. I think I'm very good at analyzing if a player is good enough to be in the league. I know talent when I see it. And I understand that not everybody's role is to score a bunch of points. I know some guys are here for things that might not necessarily pertain to basketball. I understand these things. I understand role players and superstars, glue guys. I understand these things. I know when a player is good enough to be in this league. And I know when a player is only in this league because they're white. Austin Reaves, folks, is a white token. He's only in the league because he's white. That's it. There are plenty of black players better than Austin Reaves, but they're black. And we have enough of those. That's what the owners are saying. Now, we have enough blacks. I watch college basketball. There's players in college right now that I would take over Austin Reaves. But they're black. And there's already a surplus of blacks in the NBA. So they're probably not going to get a chance unless they're just really, 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 really good. But you can have a mediocre white boy and he can get a shot. He's going to get a look simply because he's white. If Austin Reaves was 4 shades darker, his ass would be playing in fucking Turkey right now. He'd be over there with his fucking brother. You know it and I know it. This stuff is deeper than just what we see on the court. It's way deeper than that. It's some sick shit. And I wish, honestly, that they would just be honest about it. Just be honest. Just tell us, you know what, guys, we got to have at least 1 or 2 white guys on the team. We don't want to just have an all-black team. Just be honest about it. So that way these fanboys will know the truth. Because there are really fanboys out here that really run around acting like he's here because he's that good. Which is insane to me. He's only here because he's white. And I wish the fan base would put out a press release. I wish they would tell people that. Like, listen, guys, we got rid of Caruso. He was everybody's favorite white token. We needed another white token, which is why we signed Austin Reaves. Just be honest. But when y'all try to sit up here and be quiet about it, and y'all don't want to say anything, now you're going to have all these delusional fanboys acting like he's really that good. He's not that good. They've watered down the NBA so that he can compete. You know what Kobe Bryant would have done to Austin Reaves? Y'all better be lucky Kobe's dead and gone. And he ain't playing in this era. Do you know what Kobe Bryant would have done to Austin Reaves? You guys saw what he said to Smush Parker. He told Smush Parker, don't even talk to me because you ain't got enough accolades to even talk to me. You guys saw what he did to Jeremy Lin. What did he do to Jeremy Lin, folks? He made Jeremy Lin cry. He made him cry. What do you guys think he would have done to Austin Reaves? And you guys know how jealous Kobe was. Kobe didn't like anybody stealing the spotlight from him. So imagine he was here with Austin Reaves. And Austin Reaves running around talking about, I'm him! I'm him! I'm him!
Shut your bitch ass up!
Folks, what do you think Kobe Bryant would have done to Austin Reaves? Folks, Kobe Bryant, he would have destroyed Austin Reaves. He would have destroyed him. I don't even believe Austin would have had the confidence that he has now if he was playing with Kobe. See, LeBron builds teammates up. Kobe tears them down. Kobe would have teared him down. He wouldn't have even had any confidence if he was playing on the team with Kobe. That's what the league was like 15 years ago. You were going to get exposed at some point. In today's NBA, this shit is so watered down that we have literal bums out here running around acting like they're good. This would have never happened in Kobe's NBA. This would have never happened in Kobe's NBA. Kobe would have been exposed, this dude. And they would have been teammates. Yo, shout out to Chairman Mo with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, man.
Hey, I fuck with your boy. Fuck with your boy.
LeBron fans.
And that is the one thing I will say, Yahoo, about LeBron that I don't like sometimes. Because on one hand, I do like the fact that he's able to get the most out of guys. But at the same time, I do think there does come a point where he needs to like let a guy know what it is. You know? Like when Austin, like to me, when Austin would have did that I'm him shit, that's when LeBron should have reeled him in and been like, yo, knock it the fuck off. Pass me and AD the ball and shut the fuck up. We don't want to hear that I'm him bullshit. You ain't shit, nigga. We made you. It ain't your responsibility to come out here and overshine and overtake us. I'm going to say this for the last time, or I'm going to trade your monkey ass. You pass me the ball, you pass AD the ball, and when you're open, you fucking shoot it. Other than that, shut the fuck up with all that I'm him bullshit. That's what LeBron should have did. He should have reeled that shit in. Now it's taken on a life of its own. Now the dude thinks he's all that in a bag of chips, and now it's just completely out of control. Kobe would have kept him in check. You didn't see Ron Artest running around talking about, I'm him! I'm him! I'm him!
Shut your bitch ass up!
You didn't see Ron Artest. You didn't see fucking Andrew Bynum. You didn't see none of the role players, Trevor Ariza, Derek Fisher. None of the role guys were running around talking about I'm him. Pass Kobe the ball. When you're open, shoot it. And do your fucking job and go home. You're not here to be a superstar. We don't give a fuck about you. That is the difference between a Kobe and a LeBron James. Kobe would have checked that bum Austin Reaves and told him to reel that shit in, or I'm going to trade you. LeBron, like I said, LeBron built him up, which I have no problems with, but he didn't check it. He didn't reel him in. And that is my issue with LeBron James. Shout out to Chairman Mo with the $5 super chat. He says the slave master mentality in Mayo and Juice America has never died. They will crack the whip on any black who aspires to be more than labor. What it boils down to, it's just simply jealousy. And the reason why I love sports so much is because in sports, right, there are no societal constraints, right? There are no societal constraints in sports. Sports is where we really see who the superior people really are. That's really the only time we will see who's actually better than who. Right? When I go up against you, we're going to figure out who is better than who. That's why we love sports. So what's happened, in my opinion, is I think the powers that be, I think that they've grown increasingly jealous of the blacks. Right? That's what I think is going on here. When you look at Michael Jordan, when you look at Kobe, when you look at LeBron, those are the big three of the modern era, in my opinion. What do they all have in common? What have I always said? They're all black. These people haven't had a white hope that was American since Larry Bird. We're talking 40 years ago, folks. You mean to tell me you don't think there's some jealousy going on here, folks? Of course there is. They're so desperate for a great white hope that they're dick riding Europeans that aren't even from here. They're dick riding Nikola Jokic and they're dick riding Fluka. And they're not even from America. They're from Slovakia and wherever the hell else they're from. It's all this is about. It's just jealousy. So that's what it is, in my opinion. It's just jealousy, you know? Because like I said, in sports, there's no, we're gonna segregate everything and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. No, sports is you versus me and we're gonna find out who's the better man. Well, folks, for the last 40 years, who's been the better man? Who's been the better man? You know, I mean, they need another Larry Bird. That's what they're searching for. Now, they might have something in Cooper Flag. They might have something with Cooper. I think Cooper can play. And I actually like Cooper. But, you know, Nikola Jokic and Luka, fuck no. They're not it. But it is what it is. But like I said, folks.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. Take a look at the help section in your Alexa app.
Shut your bitch ass up!
Like I said, folks, before we got interrupted by Alexa. Okay? Yeah. Kobe Bryant, folks, he would have destroyed Austin Reaves, man. You know, God rest Kobe's soul. You know, that's who we need on the Lakers at this point to get these clowns back in line, because LeBron is just too nice. And that's one of my issues with LeBron James. Sometimes he's just a little too nice. And to me, you know, I've seen LeBron chew out black players. But for some reason, he won't chew out a white player. And I don't understand why. You know, I've seen him get mad at J.R. Smith. I've seen him get mad at Mario Chalmers. But for whatever reason, he likes to take it easy on Austin Reaves. Kobe would never. Kobe would never. Kobe didn't give a fuck about who you thought you were, who you were. He didn't give a fuck about nothing. He didn't give a fuck about nothing but winning. Phone lines are open, folks. Austin Reaves, like I said, I got to give him and his agent credit, bro. They successfully ran this play to perfection. They faked this injury to perfection, and they pretty much got everybody to forget, just what he was doing prior to him faking this injury. So I got to give them their credit. They did a very good job at this. This was a very, very smart strategic idea. But like I said, we all know it's fraudulent and fake, and we're going to see what's going to happen for the second half of this season. Because like I said, folks, the Lakers, in my opinion, will more than likely be a play-in team, right? They're the 5th seed right now. I don't think, I don't think anybody would be shocked right now if they fell into the play-in tournament. I know I wouldn't be. And then, I don't really see this team really making it out of the first round, depending on who the matchup is. I just don't see this as a serious roster. Yeah, I don't really take this team seriously. You can't have Luka, Austin Reaves, and LeBron James in your starting lineup and think you're going to go, be successful. When you traded away Anthony Davis, you basically set your franchise back, about 10 years. And it's just that simple. All right, what's going on, man? Yo, are you going to talk, bro? Can't hear you.
Me?
Yeah, what do you got,
shit.
dude?
What up, Red?
What's going on, man? What you got?
Oh, yeah. The shit. I was the one talking that shit. Michael. Too many white guys on the Lakers. Period. We racist. That shit, I'm half white. It is what it is. But, hey, keep doing what you do, bro.
No, you're half white, and I see you got on a Lakers hoodie, right?
Yeah. Oh, of course, man. Of course, always.
So let me ask you a question.
LeBron brought Lakers back.
Let me ask you a question.
What up,
how long have you been a Lakers fan?
Oh shit, I'm 46, bruh. Since the 80s.
Okay, so you sound like you're from California too.
Yes, sir. Right. San Fernando Valley.
Okay. Now at a certain point, when you put on your Lakers gear, knowing knowing everything that I've said, do you start to feel like a coon at a certain point? Knowing how racist this organization is.
Hey man, let me tell you something. When it was Showtime back in the day, it was Kurt Rambis. You hear me? Right? One white dude. It's too many now. Sorry. I'm gonna say it how it is. Because they're gonna say what they want to say.
So basically you agree with me that that they've gentrified the Lakers.
Gerrymandering.
What does that mean?
That's what they did. Gerrymandering.
What does that mean? Gerrymandering.
Shit, I don't know.
You just made that up.
Hey, no, but listen though.
So where did you get that from? What does that mean?
If you look at the Lakers championship teams, for real. Nah, don't play, bro. Hey, you look at the Lakers championship teams. We ain't had no more than 2 white boys. I'm sorry. You can't do it. The only one need to be on the team is Luka. I know you don't like him much, but I'd rather have him than Austin.
Well, obviously, but
I hate Austin, bruh.
Oh, you hate Austin?
Oh, hell yeah.
Now tell me why. Tell me why though.
Because he's white. See, Luka ain't white, bro. Luka is not white, bro. Hey, Luka is Slovenian. He's something else. He from way over yonder way somewhere. You know what I mean? That's why I don't like Jake LaRavia. I don't like Timmy. I don't like none of these motherfuckers. They gotta go.
Yo,
for real.
That's insane.
That's some real ass shit.
That's insane. Okay, so listen. Listen.
Hey. You know they say 3-and-D. We need 3-and-D players, right?
No. I get it.
Why is all the white guys just 3-and-no-D?
No. I'm with you. I agree with you.
It goes deeper than that, brother.
I know that's what I've been talking about for the last hour.
Hey man, it's jealous. They tripping, bro. For real. Austin, no. I might keep Laravia, maybe. But his ass got to be like the 10th one off the bench. For real.
Yeah, to me, right? Because I used to be a Laker fan, but once I kind of saw what's going on, I had to denounce my Laker fandom, and I've hung it up, you know. So like I said,
one thing you gotta look at. Hey, Reg, thing you gotta look at is what you was talking about for the longest about Jenny Buss, right? We got different owners now. Don't give up on the Lakers. LeBron ain't going nowhere. This summer. Oh, yeah, you a lie. Oh, no. Everything about to happen this summer, bro. I'm telling you. Watch. He don't want Austin.
What are you talking about, dude?
Who? LeBron don't want Austin there, bro. Didn't Rich Paul say trade Austin? If Rich Paul say it, who else said it? LeBron.
Well, they didn't trade him though. So.
Well, no, I'm saying they need to.
But they're not going to.
So, oh yeah, they gonna trade him.
No, they're not. If they were going to trade him, they would have traded him at the trade deadline.
No, you can't do it right now. You gotta do a sign and trade for Giannis, bro. You want to know why? So say you sign and trade Austin to the Bucks for Giannis, right? He makes 62. Say they sign Austin for 40. Right? So now that's just 22 off the books. We still got cap space and everything else, bro. You got to look at that.
Dude, why the fuck
shit, I'll sign and trade Austin for a pack of gummy bears, bro.
Let me ask you a question.
Give me a pack of gummy bears. I'll trade Austin for that.
Why would Milwaukee want Austin Reaves?
Because Giannis gonna come to LA, bro.
Exactly. You don't have a reason.
He's gonna come to LA.
What does Giannis have to do with anything? Why would Milwaukee want Giannis?
Because Giannis don't want Milwaukee no more.
Why would Why would Milwaukee want Austin Reaves?
They hyped up Austin as the great white hype.
But so you're not answering the question. Why would Milwaukee want Austin?
Why not?
You literally just broke down why you don't like him and how ass you think he is, but you think Milwaukee's gonna want him?
But listen, why would the Pelicans have traded AD for what they got, bro? Think about that.
Because AD specifically said
Lonzo.
Bro, I'm talking. What do you mean? What are you doing? You asked the question. AD specifically said he wanted to go to the Lakers. Giannis has not specifically said he wants to come to the Bucks. I mean, he wants to come to the Lakers.
Did LeBron say he wanted to come to the Lakers when he signed? But the Lakers knew it, right?
So you're switching it now because first you said AD,
what I'm
now you're saying LeBron.
LeBron came to LA. Nobody knew it. How it can't be the same thing for Giannis?
Giannis isn't a free agent, dude.
What do you mean? We'll trade for him. We got cap space.
Has Giannis said he wants to come to LA?
Sign and trade.
Has Giannis said he wants to come? No.
Did LeBron ever say he wanted to come to Miami or to LA?
He was a free agent. He had a decision. Giannis is not a free agent.
Did he say nobody knew what he was going to do? Right?
But he was a free agent.
Okay.
Giannis, I could see if Giannis was a free agent and you're saying that would make sense, but he's not a free agent. He still got 2 years left on his deal.
But he still has, if he say where he want to go, he going to go.
Which he hasn't done yet. So until he does that, you dudes are just wishing
behind closed doors.
Y'all are just wishing upon a star, bro.
Hey, that's when the Lakers got Pau Gasol, bro. Nobody knew that.
Y'all are wishing on a star, man.
Behind closed doors, bro.
Bro, you're wishing on a star.
I ain't wishing on shit. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
Okay. So
And
now
if
you
it
can
don't, guess what? We got cap space. If it
Okay.
doesn't happen, we got cap space.
Yeah. And you're gonna go sign
either way it
Tobias
go-
Harris. Listen, you want Giannis, but
Who?
you're gonna go get Tobias Harris. Let's keep it a buck.
I ain't saying. Oh, so I said Tobias Harris.
No, you want Giannis, but y'all gonna go get Tobias Harris.
I ain't saying y'all. Ain't no y'all.
You a Lakers fan.
If I'm a Lakers fan, but I ain't. Man, if I was in charge, what the fuck I'm gonna get Tobias Harris for?
Because that's what the Lakers gonna do. They're not gonna get Giannis.
Okay, but you saying that's nah. It ain't no y'all. If that's what they do, that's what they do. But I don't think that's gonna happen.
Right, but you think they're gonna get Giannis though?
Lakers are about to be the new Dodgers, bro.
No, they're not.
Just trust me when I say that. Yeah,
No,
yes,
they're
they are.
No, they're not,
yes, they are.
because
Yeah, they are.
you're building a team on a quicksand foundation.
On a what? On a top
quick-
5 player?
Who's a top 5 player?
Luka. LeBron is top 3. LeBron is top 3, bro.
LeBron is leaving.
I didn't put Luka over LeBron. So why you sitting there hitting that little thing? No, bro.
Bro,
LeBron is the greatest.
Luka is nowhere close to a top 5 player.
Hey man, let me tell you something. Think about this. You put Luka, LeBron, and fucking Giannis on the team at the same time, bro. Excuse me for cussing. Come on now. That's sick. Am I lying? Am I lying?
No.
Am I lying?
That would be cute, but it's
And
not gonna
that's
happen.
how LeBron is gonna end his legacy, bro.
Okay.
I'm telling you. Do that make sense?
No,
He the
it
GOAT.
doesn't. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh
at
yeah,
all.
okay. You don't make sense either. Tobias Harris.
No.
That's your new
Let-
name.
Let
Hey,
me
locker room.
explain.
I'm gonna start calling you Tobias Harris.
Let me explain.
Because obviously you like him, brother.
Dude, let me explain to you why it makes no sense. Can you just sit and listen for the next minute? Can you sit and wait?
I mean, I probably can, but yeah.
Okay, because you keep talking a lot. So let me just explain to you why this makes absolutely no sense.
Let me hear what you're saying, Tobias. Go ahead.
Okay, so just stop for like the next 60 seconds.
Okay,
Tobias.
yeah.
Number one, you're not getting Giannis because you have nothing to trade for Giannis. You have no assets. The only way that you could get Giannis is if Giannis specifically states he wants to go to LA, which he's already said on a previous occasion that he would never want to play in LA. When he was about to get traded over the trade deadline, he said he wanted to either go to Minnesota, he wanted to go to Miami. He said he didn't even want to go to Golden State because he didn't want to play under Steph Curry's legacy. So why would he leave Milwaukee, where he runs the show, to come to LA to be a second or third fiddle behind Luka and LeBron? It just doesn't make any sense to me. If I'm Giannis, I would rather go to New York. I would rather go to Miami. I would rather go somewhere else where I can run the show and they can cater to me instead of catering to Luka or whoever else they're going to cater to in LA. That's the first thing. The second thing, you talking about LeBron's going to stay in LA. LeBron's done in LA.
Good.
Yeah, so that's over.
It is what it is.
And then you say Luka's a top 5 player.
I think his last year, whenever he retired, I think
and
it should
then
be
you
in
say,
Cleveland, bro.
and then you say Luka's a top 5 player. You clearly are just
nigga,
misinformed.
come on, man. You tripping, bro. Hey, as far as Giannis, so Giannis, his kids and his wife is everything. Look at his latest interview. But then look back, a few years back, his wife wanted to come to LA, which is why LeBron came to LA, bruh. You got to look at all the things, man. You just can't sit there and, I'm telling you, bro.
You're making stuff up, dude.
Oh, yeah. No, bro, I'm telling you.
Yeah, what are your sources? What are your sources?
Giannis, at that time, Giannis' fiance said she want to go to LA.
And what are your sources?
Look it up, bro. Look it up. Fuck a source, bro. Look it up.
What,
I'm
your
telling
sources
you.
are trust me, bro, right?
Look it up. Hey, you know you quick with the computer, right? Google that shit. Giannis' fiance says she want to be in LA.
Okay, and then when I get done Googling that, I want you to Google Giannis saying he never wants to come to LA.
That don't matter, bro. I'm telling you.
So it don't matter what Giannis says, but it matters what his wife says?
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Stop with this clown shit, dude. Stop it.
Okay. So
Stop
you mean to tell me his wife don't have a word in nothing?
You telling me he don't have a word in nothing?
Didn't LeBron and his kids have a say-so in coming to LA? Why is it any different for Giannis, bro?
All right, dude, you got it, bro. You got it.
All right. Hey, I'm just saying, Red. You my guy, bro.
Yeah. Sure.
But I'm telling you, she said, like, literally, bro, she said that maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
Right.
You saw it?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, look it up, because I know you research. So next time you on, I'll get on, and then, you'll tell me I was wrong, but I'm not wrong when it comes to that, bro.
Right.
Like, for real.
So you can predict the future, basically, is what you're saying.
I ain't predicting the future. I'm telling you what was said.
Okay.
That's all.
Now, let me ask you a question. I think the most realistic...
Because half the shit you say, ain't got sources either, bro. So
Stop it. Stop it.
Let's keep it 100.
No.
Let's keep it 100.
Stop it.
Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100, bro.
I think, listen, you're a Laker fan. I think the most realistic path for you guys is LeBron leaves this summer and you guys sign, some, C-list star. I think that's probably the most realistic thing that's going to happen for you guys this summer.
Damn, bro, but I don't think LeBron leaving because his family loves LA.
Yeah.
So you always got to look at family part. It ain't got nothing to do with LeBron.
I understand that.
Everything about LeBron is a family.
Here's what you don't get.
A family man.
Here's
what
you don't get.
A family man.
LeBron's best chance to win is not with the Lakers.
You a lie.
Bro, the Lakers suck.
Yeah, with cap space. How you know he ain't gonna take a pay cut?
Why would he take a pay cut to still lose?
Because he wants to win, bro.
And he's not going to do that in LA.
Okay, but bro, he wants to win. Bro.
And he's not going to win in LA.
Didn't he just say like the last 2 years he would take a pay cut for the right players, but we couldn't get him? Get ready. He gonna take a pay cut for the right players, bro.
So who are you gonna get?
I don't know.
Exactly.
You know?
So you're like I said, you're wishing upon a star.
Did you think LA was gonna trade AD for Luka? You never know.
No, I didn't.
Okay, you never know. Did you think LA was gonna trade Vlade for on draft day for Kobe? You never know what happened. I don't know what's gonna happen. But it's LA and it ain't the Clippers.
I just don't see why any player would want to come to a racist organization.
Okay,
in a racist
but look,
city like LA.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, Reg. But it's under a different owner now, bro.
That's true.
Trust me.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody on the hot seat.
That is true.
Pelinka about to get fired.
You're right. I will give you that.
You know what I'm saying?
Now under different ownership and management things,
it's
things
different now. Now we actually we're gonna have a scouting department. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't rich ass little white boys that is trying to figure shit out. No, it's actually people that do analytics and listen to everything, and they know what they're doing.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what this new owner is doing.
You're right. I forgot. So I'm still thinking of the mentality that it's still going to be Rob Pelinka and the racist shit is still going to be going on.
I can't stand Rob Pelinka, bro. I can't stand his ass. He shouldn't be where he was. It should be Magic running all that shit.
Yeah.
Look what he did, being involved with the Dodgers.
You're right. Because if they fire Rob Pelinka after the season, then I do think it would be more plausible that LeBron would end up staying.
Thank you. That part. So, Jenny ain't got no say-so now.
But the only thing is
So
this.
the only one is Rob now.
The only thing
just
is this,
as far
though.
as the player personnel.
The only here's your only problem is I don't know if the Lakers can right the ship right away. I think this is like a multi-year project to get the Lakers corrected, and I don't think LeBron has that kind of time when he could just go to Cleveland back home where they're going to appreciate him and where they got the pieces ready to go to win right now. The Lakers don't have the pieces to win right now.
But you know how LeBron get down, right? So winning a championship with the Lakers and winning one with Cleveland is totally different. He want to win one with LA.
I don't think
that's why he said we don't have a championship, contending team. Right? Didn't he say that?
I don't think it matters to LeBron at this point.
No, hold on, bro. Did you hear him say that though?
Yes, but I don't think it matters.
That was him talking to the new owner, bro. I'm telling you. Because one thing I know about LeBron, he brings money to the Lakers.
Of course he does. But what I know about the Lakers...
But look, now the owner has more money than LeBron.
Here's what you got to realize,
and he's listening.
Here's what you got to realize, though. You are a Lakers fan. You live in L.A. We all know how racist those people out there are. Here's your problem.
Oh, shit. I've been through it my whole life.
For the last 8 years, you guys have done nothing but disrespect this man. So I'm of the mindset, at this point, the damage has already been done. You don't have the pieces to win right now. He needs to go where he's appreciated, where he's going to be loved, and that's back home to Cleveland where they have a championship roster ready to go.
Hey, but one thing you can't say is, you can't put all Laker fans in the same boat. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll tell you one thing. LeBron brought the Lakers back to relevancy, bro. He won a chip. He need a statue in the front.
No.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying he brought him back.
You Laker fans were the only fan base.
No, I'm a Laker fan.
No. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you.
It's different.
Before LeBron was ever even a Laker, when he was still playing for the Cavaliers, he had a house in LA. You Laker fans spray painted nigger on his house.
Hey, what you mean? You Laker fans?
When he came,
so
when he came, no, stop talking. You're muted right now, so just stop real quick. When he came to the Lakers, he had murals, and y'all defaced his murals. You Laker fans are sick and disgusting.
Not me, brother. I just gave you the truth. He brought us back to relevancy, bro. He gave us a championship. I'm not denying he the GOAT at all.
Yeah, you're not.
In every aspect.
But we all know there's a bunch of Mexicans.
But as far as me,
there's a bunch of Mexicans.
Stuff, hell no.
There's a bunch of racist Mexicans
San Antonio
and racist whites and racist Asians
shit.
out there.
I ain't defacing nothing that got to do with LeBron.
Okay.
You're a Laker.
Cool. You might not be. But we know there's a bunch of racist Mexicans.
You said you involve me.
Because you're a Laker fan.
Okay, I'm a Laker fan, but all Laker fans are not the same.
I agree.
Especially the Laker fans that
but there
love
are a lot of
Austin
you
Reaves.
Laker fans out there that are racist.
The Laker fans that love Austin, I hate them. Because they not Laker fans. You can't win with Austin Reaves in the fucking backcourt. Period. It's not happening.
All I'm saying is that the last 8 years, I have never seen LeBron James deal with so much racism and hatred. Then when he went to Miami, you didn't hear about this stuff. You want to know why? Because Miami's a melting pot. You have so many different kinds of people there. White, black, Asian, whatever, Jamaican, Haitian, Cuban. You have all these people from South America. It's a melting pot. It's a melting pot of culture. When he was in Cleveland, you never saw anything like this. It wasn't until he went to that racist ass demonic city of Los Angeles. where he
can I say
experienced
one
the
thing,
level
Red?
of
One thing,
racism
Red.
and
Hey,
hatred
listen to this,
from
Red.
you Kobe-loving Laker fans.
One thing.
And I
No,
think
listen.
the timing
Listen.
it's over
No,
now.
because
He needs
Kobe
to go
was
back
my
to
favorite
Cleveland.
player until LeBron came, and I see his work ethic, and I see how he is. But guess what? Yes, he had hell in LA. But LeBron is the GOAT. Don't you think he loved challenges? He embraced that. A lot of people didn't accept him at first, but most of them do now.
Dude, we already beat the game.
I'm just saying.
He's already beat
I'm
the
just
game.
saying.
He's already beat the game.
Yeah.
He already won a championship.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's go back home where we're going to be appreciated and loved, and we're not going to have to deal with all these racist Mexicans and Asians out there in LA hating all day long.
Don't be talking about
exhausting.
them birthdays, bro. Don't be talking about the birthdays, man. That's not nice.
No, I'm tired of you Laker fans, man. Like, honestly, I'm tired of y'all.
Yeah, hey, you know what? Because a lot of Laker fans are not basketball fans. You know what I'm saying?
They're not.
I watch basketball, but you know, within basketball, it's different, dude. You got to read them tea leaves. You know what I'm saying? I knew LeBron was coming before, he came. You know what I'm saying? I knew he was coming.
Listen, I just find it to be extremely odd because I watched the entire NBA. And I'll give you a perfect example, right? The Detroit Pistons. I don't know if you watch them, but the Detroit Pistons, they have one white guy on their roster that gets significant playing time.
Don't start
his
that.
His name is Duncan Robinson, Jimmy Neutron.
Hey,
I have never in all of my years of watching the NBA. Come on, man, let me finish, bro. Let me finish. I have never in all my years watching the NBA seen so many white guys on an NBA roster than I have this year watching the Lakers. It's clear this is a racist organization. Now you're right. They do have new management and new ownership, so maybe things will go back to normal, and the blacks will take back over the majority of the players on the roster. But as for right now, it's very suspicious what's going on with this organization.
That's why Pelinka on the hot seat, bro.
He should have been on the hot seat, and that's the problem. See, because when it was Nico Harrison, they traded Nico immediately. But with Pelinka, y'all want to give him 10 years. That's that racist stuff that I be talking about.
Hey, don't say y'all. Don't say y'all. Them. I don't agree with that at all. Because the person that should be in charge of everything right now is Magic. Period.
And look, and what did they do to him? And what they do to him?
Yeah, it's fucked up. But look what he turned around and did with the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Involved in that. Come on now. He a basketball player. Involved. He a businessman. Pelinka, shit, I could have been Kobe's damn agent and made a whole bunch of money. Kobe sold himself. Come on.
And that's why I'm
crazy.
always and that's why I'm a LeBron fan, because LeBron is about his people. Kobe was a sellout. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, I hear you on that one, brother. Yeah, I hear you on that one. Hey, LeBron took care of his family.
Exactly.
Kobe didn't.
Exactly.
Thank you. Yes, I totally agree with you on that. Yeah, for sure.
So you agree that the reason the Lakers are in this drama, in this predicament, is because of Kobe?
Yes,
because
of
Kobe
Rob being his fucking agent.
Exactly.
Thank you. Yeah. That's the only reason why he got the goddamn job.
Exactly. So the reason the Lakers are in this predicament is because of Kobe.
Somebody. Yeah, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I'd rather have Rich Paul. If you're gonna get an agent to do it, have Rich Paul do it.
Hello.
Because the only big name that
LeBron
Lincoln had
fans
was Kobe.
Hello.
Rich Paul got shit, man. He got a whole bunch. Let him do it. I bet Austin Reaves' ass be gone if he is our GM.
Hello.
Hey, say it again, Red.
Hello.
Shoot. Hey, man, for real. That's real talk, bro.
See, now you're starting to make a little bit of sense. You had me worried.
Well,
you had me worried
I
at
was
first.
making sense, but I just
No.
needed you
At first,
to understand where I was coming from.
At first, you know,
You know?
I thought you weren't making a whole lot of sense, but you're starting to make a lot of sense. I agree with you.
Hey, man, shit. Everybody say I'm slow at times, so it just take a little time, but eventually it'll come out, right? Hey, but I'm gonna be on with you again, though, bro. That was fun.
All right, Michael. Good call, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, bro.
Be cool.
Peace.
LeBron fans. Shut your bitch ass up.
Yeah, shout out to Michael. Good call, man. Good call. You know, he had me a little bit lost there first, but he's right. I did forget that the Lakers are under completely new management, completely new ownership, you know, things like that. So he might have a point. You know, if we can get Rob out the way, I still don't think Milwaukee is going to trade Giannis to the Lakers. I still don't believe in that, but we just kind of got to wait and see what's going to happen. But he's right. Under the new ownership and new management, I forgot about that. I'm still thinking, you know, the team is still going to be ran by racist Rob Pelinka. But he's right. If we're going to get the racists out the building, then yeah, the Lakers could potentially keep LeBron. We just got to wait and see. But yeah, shout out to Michael, though. Good call. Folks, y'all do me a favor, man. Folks, 69 likes on the video is actually insane. Y'all do me a favor and drop a like on the video, folks. 69 likes is actually insane. Let's get the likes up, folks. Let's get the likes up, people. Y'all do me a favor and drop a like on the video. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in, man. We got Goat Him. You said, who got Kobe to the league? Not no damn wife and kids. That wasn't in place yet. Yeah, like I said, bro, you know, we're in this predicament because of Kobe Bryant, man. You know, I told you guys the spirit of Kobe Bryant lives on through Rob Pelinka, man. It just is what it is. It just is what it is, folks. But shout out to Sean Austin for the $20 super chat. Shout out to Mike 298 as well. And also shout out to Chairman Mo for supporting the show. Shout out to y'all, man. Folks, good show. Like I said, Austin Reaves, folks, successfully, you know, faked an injury. Got to give it to him. You know, they did a good job with this. You know, they did it so well that most people don't even realize it, you know. I'm pretty sure if I never would have did this show and we never would have discussed it, most people wouldn't have even noticed that this is what actually went on. But it actually did, and it's actually insane. So that's really all I got, folks, on this one. And yeah, I will catch you guys on the next one. Like I said, y'all do me a favor and drop a like on the video on your way out. And yeah, man, this was another installment of The Locker Room. Y'all have a good night. Peace.
I gonna tell you why the beef started with me and Reggie, right? Reggie fucked one of my niggas' bitches, right? The locker room went to fuck one of my niggas' bitches, right?
What?
That's what he fucking did. He fucking disrespected the bitch.
I know I've been away.
I will tell you why the beef started with me and Reggie, right? Reggie fucked one of my niggas' bitches, right? The locker room went to fuck one of my niggas' bitches, right?
What?
That's what he fucking did. He fucking disrespected the bitch. I gonna tell you why the beef started with me and Reggie, right? Reggie fucked one of my niggas' bitches, right? The locker room went to fuck one of my niggas' bitches, right?
What?
That's what he fucking
Don't
did.
get my
He
shit
fucking
away.
disrespected the bitch.
I'm just trying to get my paper straight, girl. I know I've been away. I'm just trying to get my paper straight.
Please don't tell me that was you saying the 96 Sonics. This is what you got to realize. It's very easy to out-debate Locker Room. It's not very challenging whatsoever. The fact that you let Locker Room outwit you and out-debate you, it says a lot. We're not talking about a very high-level basketball mind, and you got outwitted by the Locker Room.